Good day, I am TJ Ciriaco, and for today's video, I am going to present to you my cell city analogy, and I will relate the organelles of both animals and plant cell to my imaginary city, which is called the Mushtopia. So, hola! Welcome to Mushtopia. To give you a little background about my city, there are three pictures here which represent the city. The first one is the mushroom, the second one is a dwarf and a fairy, and the third one is a burger steak. Why? Because Mushtopia is a well-known city when it comes to production of this kind of food, which is the burger steak. And the second one is the mushroom that represents the architectural designs, the infrastructures inside the city of Mushtopia. And lastly, this is the dwarf and the fairy that represents the citizens of the city. So to give you a little idea, in order for you to view my city, this is the front top view of Mushtopia. So as you can see, here is the wooden fence that represents the cell wall. And next is the glass dome, which acts as a cell membrane. And this one is a machine station, which is called also as a ribosome. This one is the post office, which represents the Golgi apparatus. This one is the power station. The power station represents the mitochondria. This one is a pixie house. The pixie house represents the lysosome. And this one is a power tree house that represents the chloroplasts. Here is the vacuole, which is called as a depot or outhouse in the city of Mushtopia. This one is a protein. This was a protein at the top of the snail, which represents the burger steak. Then next is the pathway. The pathway represents the endoplasmic reticulum in the cell or in the city. So next are the center of all attractions. So here is the nucleus. The nucleus represents or is also called as the kingdom in Mushtopia. Then the next one is the Great Wall, which represents the nuclear membrane. And the third one is the machinery, which represents the nucleolus. And last one is King Fungus. King Fungus is the chromosomes inside the nucleus. So to elaborate, I will going to explain it one by one. So first, the burger steak. The burger steak acts as a Mushtopia's main export and production product, which is made from beef, mushroom gravy, and that consists of many nutrients. This burger steak acts as a protein in the city, and it can be seen on animal cell and plant cell. The burger steak is related to a protein because, just like a protein, it transports and stores nutrients, which also provides its structure and use for growth and maintenance within the cell. The next one is the wooden fence. The wooden fence serves as Mushtopia's second outer wall that ensures the city's security and defense aside from the glass dome or the nuclear membrane. The wooden fence functions as a cell wall in the city because, just like a cell wall, the cell wall adds an additional boundary aside from the cell membrane that provides support and protection of the cell. This cell wall will only be seen in a plant cell. Next is the glass dome. The glass dome encloses the entire city of Mushtopia. It screens and allowing only important things, personals or citizens to enter and prohibiting non-valuable items. So Blastome serve as a cell membrane in the CT, which can be seen also in an animal cell and plant cell. So the cell membrane, it is related with each other because it controls and screens what goes in and out of the cell. Next, here, the kingdom. So, the kingdom which composed of the which composed of the machinery, king fungus, and the Great Wall. So first, the kingdom. Here's the kingdom. So the kingdom instructs the production of burger steak and controls all activities in Mushtopia. So the kingdom acts as a nucleus in the city, which can be seen also in animal cell and plant cell. And it is related with each other because just like a nucleus, the function of the nucleus is to store the cell's DNA and control cellular activities such as growth, metabolism, protein synthesis, and reproduction. Next, he is King Fungus. King Fungus can be found in the kingdom, which directs all activities and production in Mushtopia, including expansion and creation of another kingdom should the city grow too large. So King Fungus keeps all the information of the entire city also. King Fungus function as a chromosome in the city, which can be seen also in animal cell and plant cell. So King Fungus and the chromosome is related with each other because just like a chromosome, it is made up of DNA and protein which contain all information to run the cell, and it passes on hereditary information from cell to cell. Next, the Great Wall. This is the Great Wall. Yes, so the Great Wall protects and screens what goes in and out of the kingdom through guarded entrances. The Great Wall serves as a nuclear membrane in the cell because just like a nuclear membrane, the nuclear membrane encloses the nucleus to protect the DNA and nucleoplasm. It also permits the passage of certain materials such as nucleic acids, proteins, between the nucleus and cytoplasm. The nuclear membrane can be seen in the animal cell and the plant cell. So next, okay. So here is the machine station. This is the machine station. So the machine station are built by workers trained from the machinery, which is the nucleolus, which produce and make burger steak in the city. So the machine station act as a ribosomes in the city. So it can be seen in animal cell and plant cell. So the ribosomes and the machine station are related with each other because just like a ribosomes, it produces from nucleolus, which produce proteins from amino acids during protein synthesis or translation. Next one, the machinery. So ayan, this is the machinery. The machinery and the kingdom or the nucleus are both an area that all maintain information, that all the main information is stored. So the machinery are where the workers inside the machine station graduated. So the workers in the machine station or in the ribosomes graduated here in the machinery. So the machinery function as a nucleolus in the city, as you can see here, and it can be seen in animal cell and plant cell. So they are related with each other because just like a nucleolus, the nucleolus plays a vital role in making proteins in the cell and makes ribosomal subunits from proteins and ribosomal RNA or rRNA. Again, rRNA or the ribosomal RNA. Next one. The next one is the pathway. This is the pathway. As you can see, this is the pathway. This one and this one. So The pathway is a transportation system where burger steaks are placed and delivers anywhere in the city of Mushtopia. So the pathway served as an endoplasmic reticulum in the city, which can be seen in animal cell and plant cell. Just like endoplasmic reticulum, they are both related with each other because endoplasmic reticulum is a network also for transporting proteins across the cell, while the pathway is a network for transporting burger steaks across the city of Mushtopia. Next is the post office. Here is a post office. This is the post office. So the post office is where burger steaks are packaged and labeled for export, distribution to other parts of the city. It acts as a Golgi apparatus in the city, which can be seen also in the animal and plant cell. The post office and the Golgi apparatus are both related with each other because the function within the cell of the Golgi apparatus is to package also and process substances which are received from the rough endoplasmic reticulum before to be distributed to other parts of the cell. Next is a pixie house. This is the pixie house. Okay, so the pixie house is where the rejects of burger steak are sent. So when there are the rejected burger steaks in the post office, it will be going to the pixie house because it is composed of fairies which breaks down waste and extra materials by disposing them. So fairies also cleans the city and fights the villains that attacks Mushtopia. So the pixie house also gives repair to the power station, which is the mitochondria, with the use of pixie dust. So it functions as a lysosome in the city, but it can only be seen in the animal cell. So they are related with each other because just like a lysosome, the lysosome also breaks down macromolecules with the help of hydrolytic enzymes. So it also fights bacteria and repair mitochondria that also break down waste products and cellular debris. The next one is the power station. This is the power station. The power station provides energy for the entire city of Mushtopia in order to function properly. So it serves as a mitochondria in the city, and it can be seen in the animal cell and plant cell. So they are related with each other because just like a mitochondria, it plays as a site of cellular respiration and production of ATP, which is an energy storage molecule which can be used by the whole cell. So if the mitochondria is does not exist in the city of Mushtopia, they will not function properly to produce or to transport the burger steak to other parts of the city. Next is the depot or the outhouse. So this is the depot and the outhouse. The depot and the outhouse is a glass dome that stores food and waste and other materials needed by the city. So it also acts as a vacuole in the city that can be seen in animal cell and plant cell. So the depot and the outhouse and the vacuole are related with each other because it both stores essential materials while disposing waste inside the cell. The vacuole are large in plants while it is smaller or absent in animal cell. Next is the last one, which is a solar power tree. The solar power tree acts as a chloroplast, which acts as a chloroplast because it is also like a tree that transforms solar energy from the sun into a productive energy for the city of Mushtopia. It functions as a chloroplast in the city that can be seen in a plant cell. And the chloroplast or the solar power and the solar power tree is related with each other because it converts light energy into relativity stable chemical energy via the photosynthesis. So that's all. This is this is the city of Mushtopia, and this is the nucleolus, the chromosome, the nuclear membrane, the cell membrane, the Golgi apparatus, the chloroplast, the protein, the vacuole, the lysosome, the endoplasmic reticulum, the mitochondria, the ribosomes, and the cell wall. So, thank you. Again, I'm TJ Ciriaco, and this is my project for my cell city analogy.